Welcome to Ashley and Bruno Stories. Today, Ashley was very happy. Ashley ran downstairs so fast, she nearly slipped. She was holding something very special, her report card. Dad, I passed! I passed all my exams! She did a little happy dance right there in the hallway. Bruno watched from the bottom step. He looked very proud. Dad looked at the report card. Then he looked at Ashley, and he smiled. The biggest smile. "That is my girl," he said. "I am so proud of you, Ashley. And tonight, we are doing something very special." Ashley stopped dancing. "What? What are we doing?" Dad leaned forward and said, "The carnival." Hear the carnival before they could even see it. Music floating in the air, lights flickering in the evening sky, and the most amazing smell of popcorn and candy floss drifting toward them as they walked down the street. Ashley grabbed Dad's hand tightly. Then they turned the corner, and there it was. The carnival! Enormous, colorful rides spinning and turning, bright stalls with flashing lights everywhere, food carts selling everything delicious, and so many people laughing and running and having the most wonderful time. Ashley looked at Bruno. "Bruno," she said, "we are going to have the best night ever." First stop, the Ferris wheel. It went up and up and up until Ashley could see the whole carnival below her like a tiny sparkling world. She held Bruno up to see everything. "Look, Bruno, look how beautiful it all looks from up here." When they came back down, Ashley was still smiling from ear to ear. "Again?" she asked. "Later," laughed Dad. "Come on, there is so much more to see." They played the ring toss. Ashley missed every ring, every single one. But she laughed every single time too, so it did not matter at all. Dad managed to get one ring on and celebrated like he had just won a trophy. Mom covered her face. "I do not know this man," she said. Ashley laughed so hard her tummy hurt. Then came the candy floss. It was bigger than Ashley's whole head. She took one bite and it melted on her tongue like a sweet pink cloud. "Bruno, this is the best thing I have ever eaten in my entire life," she said very seriously. Then came the bumper cars. Ashley drove straight into Dad. Once, twice, 3 times. Every time Dad pretended to be completely shocked. Every time Ashley laughed even harder. This was the best night ever. Then Dad spotted something, and his face lit up like a little boy. "Oh, the mirror maze! Ashley, come on. I used to love these when I was your age." They all ran toward the big, colorful tent together. Inside were hundreds of mirrors, going in every direction. Ashley saw herself stretched tall, like a giraffe, then squished flat, like a pancake, then wobbly, like jelly. She turned around to show Dad, but Dad was not there. She turned the other way. Mom was not there either. Ashley was completely alone in the mirror maze. Just her and Bruno, and 1,000 reflections of themselves, staring back. She looked right. Mom and Dad were nowhere to be seen. The carnival suddenly felt very different. Very big, very loud, very crowded. Everyone was moving in every direction, and none of them were Mom or Dad. Ashley felt her eyes going watery. But then she heard Dad's voice in her head, something he had told her a long time ago. "Ashley, if you ever get lost anywhere, do not run around. Stay calm, find someone in a uniform. A police officer, a security guard, someone official. They will always help you. Always." Ashley wiped her eyes. She stood up straight, she held Bruno tight, and she looked around the carnival, carefully and slowly, And then she saw her. Near the entrance of the carnival was a police officer in a bright uniform. She had a kind face and warm eyes, and she was looking around, making sure everyone was safe. Ashley walked straight toward her. Her legs felt a little wobbly, but she kept walking. "Excuse me," said Ashley in the bravest voice she could find. "My name is Ashley. I was in the mirror maze with my parents, and I got separated from them. I cannot find them anywhere. Can you please help me?" The police officer crouched down to Ashley's level right away. "Hello, Ashley. My name is Officer Mira. You did exactly the right thing coming to me. You are very brave. Now tell me, what do your parents look like?" Ashley described Dad. Tall, glasses, blue jacket. And Mom, curly hair, red scarf. Officer Mira smiled. "Perfect. Come with me, Ashley. We are going to find them right now." Officer Mira took Ashley to a small building near the center of the carnival. Above the door, it said, "Information and Announcements" in big, bright letters. Inside was a friendly man sitting at a desk with a big microphone in front of him. "This is Tom," said Officer Mira. "Tom makes all the announcements for the whole carnival. Every single person here can hear his voice." Tom smiled at Ashley warmly. "Don't you worry, sweetheart. We will have your parents here in no time. What are their names?" "Raj and Priya," said Ashley. Tom picked up the microphone. His voice boomed out across the entire carnival, loud and clear. "Attention, please. Would Raj and Priya please make their way to the information center right away? Your daughter Ashley is here and she is completely safe. Thank you." Ashley held Bruno tight and stared at the door. 10 seconds. 20 seconds. 30 seconds. Then the door burst open. Dad ran in first. His glasses were slightly crooked, and his face was the most relieved face Ashley had ever seen in her whole life. Mom was right behind him, her red scarf flying. Dad dropped down and wrapped Ashley in the biggest hug. "Ashley," he said, and his voice was a little wobbly. "I am so sorry, sweetheart. We turned around and you were just gone. We have been looking everywhere." "I am okay, Dad," said Ashley into his shoulder. "I stayed calm. I found Officer Mira. She helped me." Mom hugged Ashley from the other side. Dad looked up at Officer Mira with the most grateful eyes. "Thank you," he said quietly. "Thank you so much." Officer Mira smiled. Ashley did everything perfectly. She stayed calm, she found someone in a uniform, she gave us all the right information. You should be very proud of her. Dad looked at Ashley and squeezed her hand. "I am always proud of her," he said softly. They walked back out into the carnival together. This time, Ashley held Dad's hand on one side and Mom's hand on the other side. She was not letting go for anything. The lights were beautiful again. The music was wonderful again. The smell of popcorn and candy floss was the best smell in the whole world again. "Can we go on the Ferris wheel one more time?" asked Ashley. "Absolutely," said Dad. "And more candy floss?" "Of course," said Mom. "And can Bruno go on the carousel? He's never been on a carousel." Dad and Mom looked at each other and laughed. "Bruno can absolutely go on the carousel," said Dad. On the way home, Ashley sat in the back seat with Bruno on her lap, feeling warm and happy and very tired. Ashley smiled and looked out of the window at the city lights passing by. "Dad?" "Yes?" "Thank you for taking me to the carnival." Dad smiled in the rearview mirror. "Thank you for passing all your exams." Ashley giggled. Bruno sat on her lap looking very content. It had been quite a night for a stuffed bear. That evening, Ashley sat at her desk with Bruno propped against the lamp. Her carnival wristband was still on her hand. She opened her sunflower notebook and wrote slowly and carefully, then held it up to show Bruno. It said, Today I learned 3 things. 1. Carnivals are the most magical places in the world. 2. Always hold your parents' hand in a crowded place. 3. If you ever get lost, stay calm, find someone in a uniform, and tell them your name and your parents' names. Getting lost is scary, but knowing what to do makes all the difference. Stay safe, everyone, and we will see you next time on Ashley and Bruno Stories.